The first curve project we want to cover will be the wire chase wall. Let's first start with a new job, selecting the construction method as walls. Then next place a peninsula wall. In this case, let's make it big enough certainly to put a 96-inch object on it. Go to our custom cabinets and select a standard base, placing it on the peninsula wall and sizing it to 96 inches in width. And in this instance I'm going to use 8 as the depth and 40.5 as the height. Next step would be to edit this at the section editor. Under Utilities, select Modify the Assembly, and we will radius that, and in this case an inside radius of 60 inches. The face highlighted in red now needs to be changed to a back, and specifically a finished back, and this face highlighted is going to be a face. Select the inside of this particular face and let's place 8 partitions. I placed 9 equal openings, which will give me 8 partitions. This particular user created standard is triggered by the name of the object, which is wire chase. So when I type in wire chase, these partitions have now been replaced with parts that have been created and placed into the walls library. If we look closely in high detail, or maximum detail, you will see there are cutouts in all of these partitions and holes at the top and the bottom. These particular cutouts will size themselves automatically depending on the width of your object. So if you create a deeper die wall or a shallower one, these holes will size themselves accordingly. These particular holes, the default is 1 inch. If I go back to the room level or the layout level, and this unit is still highlighted, I have a parameter here called chase hole diameter, and in this case let's change it to 4 and take it back to the 3D view again in maximum detail, and zoom in. You will see that these holes have now all changed to 4-inch diameter. Just to give you an example of how a cabinet level parameter might be used. So now you can create both inside and outside radius die walls using this particular library part. It'll automatically replace and size itself accordingly, and you can change your diameters of your chase holes. To give you an example of what can be done with these, if you created 2 of these, one that's an inside and one that is an outside radius, and placed it together in a single large object, you'll notice in the library that I have given you, which is the walls library, there is this serpentine object, which is 2 die walls placed together, one being an inside radius, the other being an outside radius. I am going to color this in so we can see the split line right here. In Solid, when you're building something of this nature, always remember that you're going to build it in the size that you will actually do it in the shop. This particular piece of material was 97 inches long, so I couldn't make it any bigger than that, and that's how it gets built in the shop. So therefore you want to build it that way in Solid. You'd build this unit, and you would build this unit, and then place them together in a single object, and then you have yourself the serpentine wall.